If you are a woman struggling with hormone imbalances and wondering, is there a way I can naturally reset my body to get fuller hair, not be so tired anymore, have my body let the weight go? I've been coaching women for close to 10 years. I was a nurse before I started coaching. And when I saw what lifestyle changes can do, I was so excited for you. So if you are looking for natural solutions, first of all, this is your channel. I'm here to serve you in that way. The second thing I want you to know is that it is possible for you. So in this video, I'm going to tell you something you can do today to start changing your hormones and show you the science behind it. So I'm just taking you along on my evening walk. It's a really beautiful day in the fall, and I'm going down a hill, and guess what? This super prego mama is gonna have to get back up this hill, but it's really good for me. There's something that I saw about 9 years ago at a wellness center. A wellness center is where, people go when they're sick and they get like natural help, and, they get therapies and detoxes and all this kind of stuff. And when I went to that center, I saw something that I never even planned to experience. And what that was is people would come there for 2-week sessions, but before the end of the first week, a lot of people would get off their diabetes medications, whether it's the pills or the insulin. I'm talking about type 2 diabetes, would get off their high blood pressure medications. And one of the most striking things I don't think I can ever forget was a woman who came and she had heart issues, and she was on the heart transplant list. Now listen, I'm just going to say this ahead of time because I know that there are systems in place where people don't like people knowing that there's a lot of hope and that you can actually make your health better. Okay, so I'm just going to say this is not medical advice. All right, the disclaimers are out there. Another one is please make sure to talk to your healthcare provider. All right, now that we have that out of the way, this woman came on the heart transplant list, so she had to keep going to her healthcare provider to get tests done. By the end of the first week, I'm talking, she got there Sunday. By the end of the first week, the doctor she checked in with said, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing that. Like, we're going to have to take you off the transplant list. Okay, I was a nurse at this time for a few years. Given my background, I was like, wait, what? Like, what happened? Like, where is the science? Make it make sense. I'm just telling you my experience. One of the things that I learned after that, I'm a nerd, I'm a research person, I had to make it make sense. And I learned something about the body I never knew. The body's cells, many of your body's cells regenerate, they replenish, they make new so often that you can change your stomach lining, you can regrow new cells for your skin and for your in a pretty short amount of time. There are different periods for different cells. But to think that it is possible, like things like that were possible, I was like, I don't know. How is this happening? So I'm here to tell you right now that hormones are even quicker than that. You're going to see that when it comes to your hormones, the way you feel right now, you can change within minutes. How good news is that? And you probably want to know, okay, how can I change it? I'm going to give you 3 ways in which you can change the way you're feeling, the way your hormones are laid out right now, and the change happens within minutes. One of the biggest ways is what I'm doing right now. Exercise. Exercise produces endorphins. Endorphins are happy hormones. So say you're feeling a lot of stress or anxiety, or you're just down, or it's a blah day, or you're just not yourself. Exercising is going to increase good hormones, happy hormones in your blood, so that you start to feel really good, almost as if for no reason. That's the power of exercise. People think exercise means weight loss. There was a time I was so small, my frame was so tiny, and all I wanted was to gain weight. And because of that, I never wanted to hear about exercise. I thought exercise is just going to make me lose weight. But exercise is not weight loss. Exercise is actually moving your body, moving your blood, feeling better, healing, giving yourself the good stuff, the good hormones. Exercise is necessary. Whether or not you want to lose weight, it is necessary. It oxygenates you. It moves the blood from your feet to prevent things like swelling and varicose veins and all kinds of stuff. Like, exercise. I know it's hard sometimes to, want to get off the couch when you just feel tired, because your hormones are already saying, I'm tired, I don't want to do this. But a lot of times the cure to that tired and sluggish feeling is starting to move and starting to get some kind of movement going on in your body so that it produces happy, active, energizing hormones. Let's move on to number 2. The second thing you can do to change your hormones almost immediately is food. The food you eat is going to directly impact the kinds of hormones you're about to have in the next hour, 2 hours, 5 hours while that food is digesting and releasing into your bloodstream. So whenever you eat something high sugar, high carbs, first thing it's going to do is to spike insulin, the hormone that is responsible for breaking down for putting away those excess sugars, right? Your insulin keeps your blood sugar in check. The issue is, if you keep spiking your insulin, what you end up with is insulin resistance, and you end up with things like prediabetes, and you also knock off your testosterone hormone, which then leaves you growing chin hair, balding, collecting a lot of belly fat with that insulin. And of course, you feel sluggish. You feel terrible. You may feel a surge of energy, like when you have a whole chocolate bar, you're like, oh, that was so delicious, right? And then after that, you're like, I feel kind of depressed, because it literally takes you on a spike and then crashes you. So if you eat whole grain foods, eat your vegetables, your proteins, and you eat your fibers, healthy carbs, what happens is that is energy delivered to your body slowly, because those things don't spike your blood and drop you your healthy fats. What that means is you're going to have a consistent amount of energy going through your body all day, because it immediately affects your insulin levels, which immediately affects how much glucose is in your blood. Are you seeing that? It's just a super quick thing. And if you have a gradual, slow release of energy into your system, then you don't get other hormones being tipped over, like testosterone, like your estrogens being affected. So you want to make sure you're choosing to eat good foods. I do talk about food on this channel, but that's one of the things I feel like I need to talk about less. Because the truth is, when we're eating something that we know is not good for us, we know it. We know it. So it's as important to stop the things you need to stop as it is to start the things you need to start. Whenever I coach women, one of the first things I want to know is like, what should I do? Give me a list of things to do. And I'm like, no, that's just going to leave you overwhelmed. That's going to leave you feeling frazzled. You have enough of things to do in your life. What I want you to do is stop putting in the poison. Turn the tap off for the flooding to stop. We're going to mop after, yes. We're going to deal with the damage, yes. But first, turn it off. You can't start taking this supplement and that other thing, this tea. I know I talk about these things, but the very necessary foundation is to stop the highly processed foods, stop the sugar, stop. I have a video of 5 foods you can stop today, and the reasons for it right here. You can check it out. So we won't talk much about that. The third thing you can do to overhaul your hormones almost immediately. It's super free, and you don't even have to get off your couch, and you don't have to cook a meal, and you don't have to quit your favorite things, and it's still going to help you. And that is gratitude. Ooh, I think a little bug landed on me. Did it? I'm looking. I don't see it. Oh, it did. Look, right there. It's a pretty ladybug. You guys hear my neighbor's dogs? They just yap away every time I'm walking. Gratitude, we kind of have turned it into a cliche, and we feel like it's overrated. Gratitude is the most underrated thing ever. Gratitude changes your blood chemistry, literally. And I'm going to give you an example. I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Girl, just do it, okay? Just close your eyes. And think of a really happy memory. Think of like your best memory. I don't care if you were 5, 17, 20 years ago, whatever. Think of your most favorite memory. I know, I just thought of one. It made me smile. It made me chuckle. I hope you're feeling that right now. And sometimes the memories are so good we might laugh out loud. Sometimes the memories are so good we might clap, we might get up, we might, want to like stand up and shout and like, thank you, God, or whatever it is. Something from our past. Do you know what just happened? You literally had a thought, not a tangible thing. Your thoughts pass through this area of your brain called the limbic system. And as it passed through the limbic system, they were kind of red. And whatever your thoughts were, those good thoughts, it told your body to produce a certain kind of hormone, a happy hormone, one that made you smile, one that sent all sorts of good feelings inside you. Now, I wish I didn't have to do this, but I need to show you the difference. Now I want you to think of one of the saddest memories you can think of. Something painful, some loss, something miserable. I mean, just look at my face. Do you know that there's some sad feelings that are so sad if you had a balled up fist? Like you start to cry or to shake and your strength goes from you. You start to feel so miserable. How is it that your thoughts of something that's not happening right now are affecting your physical body, your physiology, your strength, your capacity? There's some thoughts we have. You'll be washing dishes and you'll just have to stop. You'll have to sit down. It's like the power and the strength are knocked out of you, just gone, wiped out. And it feels so bad and weakening. And unfortunately, that's where a lot of us live. That's where we linger. That's where we stay. The stresses, the sadness, the betrayal, the divorce, the brokenheartedness, the lies, the slander, the mistreatment, the abuse, the thing that the teacher said in the 5th grade. And we live there. And we replay and we replay and we replay, and all that does is send these terrible hormones that leave us laying in bed, feeling unmotivated, feeling like we can't do this and we can't do that, feeling and speaking and living like a victim of which you were because of the experience. But don't do it yourself. Don't do it to yourself again and again and again through your thoughts. And this, girl, is where gratitude comes in. Gratitude is science. Gratitude is spiritual. Gratitude is both. It's physical. It resets you in this moment where you're feeling this way again. Again, you switch it. You switch it immediately and you think again and you say, let me think again of that happiest day. What was that happiest day again? What was that again? And it starts to fill your spirit with light. Think of another happy day. Think of another thing and say, thank you, God, for that. Think of something that's in your room. Think of your arm that's moving right now. Think of the fact that you have a phone right now and be thankful. Think of the person who was kind to you last. Whether it was last week or today, whether it was in the grocery store or over the phone, it doesn't matter. Be thankful for that person. And as if miraculously, things start to change. I'm already feeling different than I was when I was having that other side of memory. Is there a training? Yes. Do you have to sometimes snatch yourself? You know how it is when kids are acting some kind of way and you're like, I'm gonna snatch you. Do you have to snatch yourself sometimes from the claws of those dark thoughts? Absolutely. Can you do it? Yes. Can you do it intentionally? Yes. Can you just get a gratitude journal, a little notebook in which you write happy thoughts, in which you write things you're thankful for, something you ate that was so delicious. Girl, think of the most delicious thing you've had. Let me think. What's the most delicious thing I've had? Okay, I can think of recently, like within the past few months, and it was this Indian food restaurant in Nashville. I think it's called Woodland Kitchen. Shout out to Woodland Kitchen in Nashville. Girl, that food is so good. It is so good. Okay, I grew up in India, so I have a bias towards Indian food. That food shapes me. So when I think of something delicious, I'm like, that. Now I want to go to Nashville, y'all. It's 2 hours away. Maybe. Well, if any of you live in Nashville, girl, hit me up. Hit me up. Let's go. And you like Indian food? Let's go to Woodland Grill, okay? Woodland Kitchen. Something like that. It's vegetarian though, so just so you know. It's they don't serve meat products there. But hit me up. Let's go to Woodland Kitchen, okay? Send me a comment. Send me an email. Okay, let's get back on topic because now I'm getting hungry. But gratitude, that's the power of gratitude. It is immediate. It is forceful. It takes over. It sends all the good hormones. It's like your body screams, hey, we're happy, we're happy. Announcement, we're happy. All the happy engines turn on. The happy chemistry goes off. The happy hormones are sent forth. And you don't just end up happy. You end up peaceful. You end up beaming. You end up pouring into those around you. And as a mom, that mom anger, girl, that mom frustration that then causes these cycles of guilt over and over again. Gratitude. Start to feel it, go grab your book fast. Just like be running and go get your book and start writing things you're thankful for. Just 10 things. Just be like the fly on the wall. I don't care what it is. Hey, your brain doesn't either. Did you know that? As long as you're being thankful, your alarms are going to go off. Hey guys, we're thankful. And that's all that matters. So movement, food, gratitude. Those 3 things are your quick fixes for temporary solutions. I should say temporary solutions for your hormones. Why do I say temporary? Because there's some things you've been doing for so long. There's some habits you've been running for so long that have built systems in your body, and your adrenal glands, your hormone producing glands are just out of whack. So there's some things that you're just gonna have to start to do to get the body back on track. These are quick things. And I'm about at the end of my walk, and I've got some people trying to join me. I see you guys. That's my 3rd, my 4th, my 5th, my 1st, my 2nd. These are my babies. And my last. And our dog, Keela. It was great hanging with you. Thanks for coming and walking with me. I really had a good time chatting with you. And I will see you in the next video, girl. Bye.